What is going on, everybody? This is yours truly, Zev the Great here. Just posted a recent video over my triple striker Titan GM run on Disgraced, but one of my viewers commented in my video saying, how about like a setup video for it? The main thing what I should have done is, and I just wasn't thinking about it, is with this right here, I should just be showing this off before I actually start my actual encounter. And I'm going to do that for my future videos, so don't you worry about that. And really, truly, I've lost time and I ain't going to have any time to really re-edit the video, but I wanted to get this out here to y'all to show you. This will be for my triple striker Titan run for my Disgraced GM Nightfall run for season 18. This is what my Titan build is revolving around right here. For one, of course, you can see striker Titan, of course, because striker Titans are just OP right now. As you can see, revolving around my build here, for my Heart of Immo slot, I've got my thruster, which thruster has a 30-second cooldown, and when you run like different kinds of mods, like 2 bomber mods, which I will show y'all here in a minute, every time I use my ability, it reduces my grenade cooldown. So and it's got one of the shortest cooldowns out there, so that is why. And then of course with my well builds, that'll make that shorter also. Really, I mean, you could choose really any lift, but to me, strafe lift for majority of the stuff I do is just the best thing used for me. Thunderclap, where it goes along with a Heart of Immo slot, it just does a lot of damage, so it's good to have. You can do this, or I like to just do Seismic Strike for escape and a quick hit and out. And then of course, what you definitely want to use is this grenade right here, Storm Grenade. Calls down Focus Lightning Storm, but here is where this becomes OP. Touch of Thunder. For storm grenades, after detonating, creates a roaming thunderclap that tracks nearby targets, fire bolts of lightning. And this is what makes Arc Titans so good. So definitely have Touch of Thunder with storm grenades. It's the best for Titans anyway. It's the best grenade in the game for the time being, until eventually if these get nerfed or something. And then of course my fragments, I've got Spark of Resistance. This adds to your damage resist. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage, so highly recommend this for Titans because there's no survivability like Solar. Spark of Ions, defeating a jolted target creates ionic traces, which is good to have for ability regen, so that's a plus for that. Arc grenades jolt targets, so there's these two work off one another, so my arc grenades can jolt targets, and every time I defeat a jolted target there's an arc trace, so there's the synergy right there. And then the Spark of Magnitude, which your lingering arc grenades, lightning grenades, pulse grenades, and storm grenades have extended duration, so that's why I highly recommend it. And of course knockout, mainly just because it gives you the extra 2 slots. If you go to Juggernaut, you lose a slot. So critically wounding a target, breaking their shield, infuses your melee attacks with arc energy and releases your melee range damage for a short time. Defeating targets with melee attacks starts health regeneration and makes you amplified, so that goes into that will go into the strength of Heart of Immo slot. But that is my aspects fragments ability setup right there. And then of course Hunter Resilience. I mean, yeah, 40% damage reduction for sure. Then of course my weapons, Arbalist, since the Disgrace is focused on barriers and unstoppables, I'm just going for the build. And then there is Arc Burn, 25% we deal additional, of course, to our 50%, so keep that in mind. Survivability means everything, but here it is, Arbalist to take care, and plus it's one of the best PvE weapons in the game, in-game. Arbalist, intrinsic barrier, and all that good stuff, very good. Insidious, for the pulse rifles for this season 18 only, there's unstoppable pulse rifles, so that's why I'm running this Insidious with Demolitionist Adrenaline Junkie. And then of course my Hot-Headed Adept, one of the best rockets in the game, and it's arc, so the extra damage, good to have, all that good stuff. Very fantastic roll. Could probably have quick launch, but hard launch will do. Impact casing for the increased damage on direct hits, tracking, and clown cartridge every time I reload, 2 rounds in the mag. And then of course, just show off my Insidious right here again. Fluted Barrel for the increased handling stability. Flared Mag Whale for a faster reload. And then of course, Demolitionist and Adrenaline Junkie, the big wombo combo. on kills, get grenade energy back, so it feeds into my storm grenades, and of course the adrenaline junkie for the additional damage. So, and where you're throwing so many of them and you'll get kills like crazy, even the GMs, this will be proccing a lot, and you'll be able to do extra damage with this Insidious. Now for my armor and mods, mainly just running rockets, figured, but the main thing is elemental ordnance. And I've got about 3 of these equipped along with bountiful wells, because the more I get kills with them storm grenades, I spawn like 4 or 5 wells, and that just goes right into my ability regens, regening everything. This is what it's about, regening your abilities. Wells to my demolitionist pulse rifle, to the setups I have in my aspects and fragments, just about ability regen with the ionic traces, which is exclusive to Arc in all classes now. Once again, elemental ordnance build, bolstering detonation grants ability energy when you cause damage with a grenade. So this feeds right back into my thrusters, making it even shorter cooldown. And this is a void affinity, so keep that in mind. And right back here with the helm, solar affinity, which it don't matter, because elemental ordnance works with any affinity. And then here is the pièce de résistance of this build, is Heart of Inmost Light. And enjoy this exotic while it lasts, because I'm telling you, after Arc 3.0 and Arc Titans, it's probably going to eventually get nerfed. So keep that in mind. Right now, this is only good for season 18 and beyond until stuff gets nerfed and changed. So enjoy it this season. This is why I'm putting season 18 and stuff in here, because this is only going on during this season. You know, for additional resilience, and all that good stuff. Thermal shock plating for additional solar and arc damage, mainly just for the arc damage, because you will need that for this, because there's a lot of arc damage. Seeking wells, just so the wells can come right to me, so that way I don't have to get out into a dangerous place and all that good stuff. Right here for my boots, this is where you can stack your well generating mods, bountiful wells. Elemental well mods that cause you to spawn elemental wells can now stack, meaning you can have 1, you can have 2, 3, 4 of these elemental ordnance, and that gives you more wells that spawn, and that's on grenade kills only. Well, not grenade kills, I mean, you got armaments and all that stuff where you can spawn wells with weapon kills, but I prefer sorry about that, everybody. This is where I prefer this is why I prefer elemental ordnance, because it's way more consistent, and we're lobbing grenades, so there you go on that. And then elemental ordnance again, and then here is where your thruster, your cooldown on your thruster comes in handy, because these 2 bomber mods reduces grenade cooldown when you use your class ability, aka your thruster. And like I said, short cooldown, with the wells making it even shorter of a cooldown. Kaboom. And like I said, and this is the crazy thing about it, you don't even have to have any seasonal artifact mods equipped, like this lightning strikes twice. A big cost for what 2 bombers can do for me, and I got an insane cooldown on the thrusters. So really and truly, lightning strikes twice is not even needed. So that is my build right there. So that's what I primarily will be using on my Arc Titan when I'm running it for the Arc Burn, which is going for every one of the GMs in season 18 with the exception of Glassway. So like I said, this is why it's so busted. The constant ability regen with your grenades, from the wells to your class ability cooldowns for killing jolted targets. And of course, 3 of some of the 3 good weapons: the hothead for the damage, the Insidious because of the unstoppable pulse rifle this season, and then Arbalist because it's Arbalist. Arbalist, ever since it got its catalyst and its changed to get anti-barrier, intrinsic anti-barrier, one of the best weapons in the game. So I mean, there's other options like Wish Ender would be great because that's primary ammo. You never run out of primary ammo now. You can do other things, but that is what I've been running. It has been so reliable. I even used it in the Light Blade and it done fantastic. So there is my build right there for the Arc Titan for this season and going on until things get changed. But I will definitely show you all this before I start any kind of activity that I do from here on out. So I hope you all enjoy this follow-up right here. Sorry for not having this earlier, but new content creator right here when it comes to creating videos and doing this stuff. And Hey, I'll just do better. I'll take my L's and I'll just do better. But y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will catch you next time live here on YouTube when I go live, and I will try to find a consistent way of making videos. I just want you all to be entertained, enjoy what I do. You all have a wonderful evening. I hope you all enjoy, and until then, see you out there, Guardians.